Hello everyone, welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here. I'm on retreat this week, and actually when you see this I will be back from retreat, but I'm recording it on Wednesday, the last day of my retreat. I'm coming home tomorrow. I've spent the week here in Los Angeles, where I've done retreats in the past at the Jesuit novitiate here in Culver City. It's where a dear friend of mine lives and works, Father Tony Harris, who has been a dear friend and a spiritual guide for me for more than 30 years of my life. And this is the place where I often do my retreat, down here at the Jesuit novitiate. A couple of years ago when I was here, I shared some pictures from the cemetery where I am now, which is in walking distance of the novitiate, Holy Cross Cemetery, Catholic cemetery here in Culver City. It's one of my favorite spots. It's where I come to walk and pray during my retreat. It really centers me, and I find it to be a very, very good place for prayer and reflection. This weekend, as we prepare to celebrate great solemnity of the body and blood of Christ, we also conclude the year of the Eucharist. You may remember last year Archbishop Aitchen, on the feast of the body and blood of the Lord, declared the following year the year of the Eucharist for the Archdiocese of Seattle. And we've commemorated that in a number of ways as we've been able to during the pandemic. I would commend you to look back, if you didn't have a chance to read some of the wonderful selections from the Archbishop's pastoral letter on the Eucharist. We published those over the course of about 2.5 months in the bulletin this past year. So if you didn't have a chance to read those, I'd really encourage you to go back and take a look at those. This year of the Eucharist, it's an interesting year to be celebrating the year of the Eucharist when we haven't been able to take from the cup. That is, only the priest presider has been able to receive the body and blood of the Lord in the actual precious blood. As we know theologically that the whole of Jesus' sacramental body and blood is contained both in the bread, in the one species of the bread, and in the cup, the one species of the wine. But it is a fuller sign for us if we can receive both the body and the blood of the Lord, both the sacred host and receive from the cup. The Second Vatican Council restored that practice to all the faithful, and it is one that I hope we can get back to soon. It is a fuller sign, even though the Lord is present in each of those species. It is a fuller sign of the presence of the Lord and our doing what He asked us to do at the Last Supper, to take and eat and take and drink. So I, for one, look forward to that day when we will be able to offer the cup again. The Eucharist, as you know, is really the center, the focus of our own shared prayer life. And it has been a difficult year to be celebrating the year of the Eucharist when so many of us, so many of you haven't been able to receive the Eucharist. So this, as we come to the conclusion of this year of the Eucharist, really is a time to give great thanks and praise to God. One, for seeing us through this time of pandemic here in the United States, and to also pray for those throughout the world who are just now getting the opportunity that we've had to be vaccinated. And so we pray for the continued health and recovery of the whole world from this virus. And we give thanks to God for our own recovery here in the United States. At the same time, we also give thanks to God for sustaining us during this year when sometimes all we could do is to celebrate the Eucharist virtually, to join an online Mass. I'm so grateful to our staff for having done such a good job this year on such short notice to transition us to an online Mass in which so many of you were able to participate, and so many of you are still able to participate in. I have to say, these last couple of weeks, we've welcomed people back who haven't been to Mass in over a year, and to see their excitement, their emotion around being able to come back has really been very heartening for me, and frankly strengthened my own faith in the Eucharist, to see the great faith that people have and the longing they've had to celebrate with this community of faith, and to actually receive the Lord in the sacramental species. So we are very blessed this year as we look forward to the summer and restrictions being loosened even more and more. Look forward to many more of you coming back as more and more of us are vaccinated. I also want to just say a word. As I said, I'm recording this on Wednesday. I fly home early tomorrow morning and celebrate Baccalaureate Mass and then graduation with our 8th graders. So I want to congratulate them and their families, and also all those who will graduate in the coming weeks from middle school, those who will graduate from high school, from college, from graduate programs. Just a wonderful time of the year to celebrate transitions and new beginnings. That new beginning is really what we celebrate in many ways this weekend as we celebrate the feast of the body and blood of the Lord. This new beginning for us as a Christian people, this new and everlasting covenant that Jesus initiated at the Last Supper and that we remember every time we come around the table of the Lord. So I look forward to celebrating the Eucharist with you this Sunday. Always celebrating the solemnity of the body and blood of the Lord is special to me. It's the first Mass I celebrated. This feast was the day after I was ordained, and so this celebration, the feast of the body and blood of the Lord, always has a very special place in my heart. So I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, either online or in person at our 9 a.m. Mass, our 11:30 a.m. Mass in Spanish, both of those live streamed, or at our 5 p.m. Sunday evening Mass. Well, that's it for this version of Fridays with Father, recorded on Wednesday from Holy Cross Cemetery in Culver City, California. God bless everyone. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great weekend.